Excellent. I think we are live now. Hello. Hello. Welcome to the afternoon power hours stream. We got SPY not doing too much. We got AMC stock. Said 46 is a potential supply zone. Stopped a little bit short right there. So eyes on watch on the meme stocks and others. And what stocks can I break down for you guys? What stocks are you guys in / trading or not trading or just watching? Or what do you guys want to talk about? This is the last hour and a half into the Thursday market. It's pretty fun. We got Google still cranking. Google doing very well on the day. Having a lot of fun. Do you guys hear me okay? Yeah, you can. Okay. I can see when my audio's spewing up. I got to scroll a little bit. There's AMC right there. Just broke a steep downtrend line. Just a steep one. Usually the steep ones get broken. Okay. What? Let's check out this. Let's pop up the chat. Okay. 5 by 5. A little bit. We did deadlifts today. I did deadlifts, incline bench, other stuff. Google. I'm going to go ahead and take my last profits on Google. Yeah. Just to close it out. Really fun stuff, though. Let's try and close that for 0.7. Oh, got a 0.7. Nice. Well, there we go. Google, all done today. 780. Okay, Neil says... Okay. Fabian says CCIV. Let's check it out. Let's just go 2 stocks now. CCIV. CCIV. Nice, good dip in the morning. Kind of a V bounce. Now back testing this little short former breakout area. CCIV, that might be a pivot. I'd expect CCIV to bounce from here. Maybe it goes as high as 26. I don't expect CCIV to go above 26 by the end of the day. Still sideways. As long as CCIV is really above 23, I do think it can continue this short-term little uptrend. Looking for resistance of highs of like maybe as high as 29. That would be a reasonable area. CCIV is weak. I would not be interested in CCIV at all. Bearish MACD, if we're looking at that. BTU entry, isn't there dad's in from like 30 cents? BTU, nice good higher highs. Broken it down earlier. Said good as long as it holds 877. Spiked it a little bit, but really holding nice. Nice good ascending triangle on the daily. The weekly is a little bit damaged though. Lots of bag holders. Probably has room up to 1050. So in terms of an entry, you can buy it break of resistance or at support. You can buy it the break of 939 or you can buy it, 912, 9. Okay, IVR, Neil asks. Let's check out IVR. IVR, let's go to the hourly time frame. This is a bear flag. Drop, base. Most of the time these drop, and it probably is more likely to drop because it's a penny stock. That's just a general thing. That's not for all penny stocks, obviously. But there's IVR. Drop, bear flag, drop. Or is this the higher low and we continue up? IVR. If you want to go long, I would wait for above 450. So set your alert above 450. Investco Mortgage Capital. If you look on the daily time frame, starting to get some volume and attention. I'd be careful. It's a nice good consolidation day at least. Made kind of topping off at that resistance. Next resistance after this would only be 474 though, so I wouldn't swing trade it. The risk to reward's not really worth it. You can wait for a better pattern at least. You know what I want you to break down? What do you want broken down? Alan asks AMC, GameStop, and Tesla. Let's break it down. So AMC, off the 55 breakdown, we talked about that. And I said it really can flush underneath 48. Well, we got underneath 48, AMC. Lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Kind of an inverse head and shoulders pattern. So we might see a recovery on AMC. I wouldn't be surprised to see AMC recover and rally up to about 47. But that's going to be a really tough area, in my opinion, for AMC to get above. So 47's now a really tough spot to get above. In terms of support, bulls really want this 41.50 to hold for AMC, and ideally above 42 for it to be a chance to be the low of this dump. If there is hope for the squeeze, bulls want this to be the low of the dump. If the dump gets worse, then I don't see a potential squeeze, which at that point, AMC might just go back to its intrinsic value around $20 a share, probably a little bit lower, based on how much they make on their balance sheet. AMC, and that's games, and then GameStop. GameStop at the expected move down to 226 at support right now. GameStop, remember, massively overvalued. I mean, it'd be lucky to get $50 a share as a price target, which I think it did. Lower highs and lower lows, no sign of it yet. It had a chance to rally at that purple spot. That purple zone was the expected move before earnings. GameStop, lower highs and lower lows. I mean, it looks like it's probably looking for a breakdown to 190, at least a spike of it. Probably down to 185. Man, what? This morning it could have been a monster short trade. It's a little bit choppy, though, if you're looking at the minute time frame. No clear trends. It's a little bit shenanigans. A lot of bulls were trapped, though. There's new lows on GameStop on the day, down to 224, 223.60s. This is a support level, a minor one, so I'm curious to see how it reacts here, but it is an all-out fear mode. Okay, so that's GameStop right there, holding support. Let's check out Tesla, TSLA. Nice. Sideways, choppy. I'd expect Tesla to be slightly bullish coming into tomorrow. I think Tesla could maybe get up into the 620s. If not, look for support at 605 now. Support at 605. And look at that. There's GameStop. There's my support. By the way, that line was drawn yesterday, 2 days ago. But, I mean, that's only good for a 2-point bounce. But I need to just throw my bids right there at that level. Okay. Can I talk about Fig's recent IPO? Let's check out Fig's. Yo, Katie. Fig's. I remember this one. Bullish. Bullish as long as it's above 33, call it. 33. That's what I'd like to see. Okay. OTRK analysis. If you plan to hold for a month, what if it's massively higher or lower than in a month? Oh, which one is it? OTRK. Oh, OTRK. If I missed your ticker, please just repost it. I'd be leaning bearish on this one, even though it's coming into support, but I'd still be leaning bearish on this one. There's SQ 270. Nice, good stuff. There's Googs as well. Oh, Googs. Well, now I look like a buffoon, so I'm taking profits on Googs. Okay. Also, does the series... Kellic, are you asking for a Doge breakdown? Why are you still messing with Doge? The hype is done. Once the hype dies out, everybody leaves. Doge is, probably going back to 8 pennies. I think it broke a really critical trend line from a while ago. Doge USD. It hasn't broken yet. It is more bearish than bullish, though. Look for Doge to drop. Cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency is in a bear market right now. So expect lower highs and lower lows until that changes. Where have I been? I've been at the gym. Enjoyable AMVs. I can do 2 streams a day. I need 2 hours in the middle of the day to work out. Otherwise, I will go crazy and I won't give you as good of breakdowns because I'll be cranky, because I'll be all stiff. But as Doge head and shoulder on the 3-month chart, Yeah, it's just a head and shoulders. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder on Doge. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder, breakdown. Does a series of high lows on the same 300 chart give any positive feelings? Yeah, that's the only positive feelings that the bulls can hold on to is higher lows. But you're still making quote unquote lows. Think workhorse breakdown to fill its gap around 14. Oh yeah, Bradley, most likely, especially since workhorse failed. Yeah, it's just flirting with these lows. It's holding above 15, 15, 15, 20. Said pre-market that workhorse looks like it's most likely to drop. And Dan's saying, can I get my daily breakdown? Daily breakdown of STEM. I said I'd like it to hold 30. It spiked 30 and it's holding. As long as STEM can, hold up. Yeah, STEM's looking fine. Look for STEM to go higher if it can get above today's high, 32.27. Can I get a look at SQ Daily? It's been so choppy. I know, right, Alex Kim? It's still choppy. I had a really good move from 214, a breakout over 214. Nice good ascending triangle right there. Up to 217, near resistance right now. If we look at the 4-hour chart, very choppy. There's a previous, man, it held support, but in the pre-market. I'd be bullish SQ, leaning bullish SQ. Tech is strong, no crazy inflation stuff. 233. What about OR PH? There's nothing to go into on OR PH besides stay away from it. If you're asking about it, it means you should stay away from it. I said I even posted this pre-market. Watch out, massive halts, massive gaps. Whatever goes straight up, you go straight down. I wouldn't be surprised to see this thing back at $22 a share and then maybe longer back down to 13. Just massive short squeeze, 1 minute at a time, 8.5%. Some people just made massive gains. Can you get out though? You probably have like 20 seconds to get your order filled. And how much is too much, and are you going to get greedy? What if this thing opens up down at 30? Okay. Oh, key supports on STEM. When you plan you're holding on years, you'd rather sell and buy back low if it gets back into a downtrend. It's not in a downtrend though. It's not in a downtrend. Do I think the Tesla event later will affect much? It'll probably affect something. It depends on the reaction, and having a position before is going to be tough. I want to thank the person who mentioned meds. You made $190 on the trade this morning. Nice, Greg. Congratulations. Just be careful. I got stopped out of meds, I think. MEDS. Yeah, I got stopped out of meds. The volatility was too great. And it's now on the backside of the move, but nice trade. Hey, you did better on it than me. I lost $15 on meds today. I hope Jimmy bounces. What about Ford? What about it? Yeah, okay, so Dan on STEM, key supports on STEM, long term. You don't want it coming underneath 1630. That's your last pivot to reference off of. Ideally 2260. Ford, same thing. Did Ford do the dip into 15? Ford looks like it's about to dip into 15. That's what I see on Ford. Do I hold on to AMC or not? Not financial advice, of course. What's your goals with AMC? What was your plan when you first started? I can't tell you what to do. I don't want to. I can tell you I took my profits off at 69 and took some more profits off at 50 and took some more profits off at 48. I'm still holding like 5 shares of AMC. Depends. Do you want a day trade, swing trade investment? Are you all in? Are you in with too much? If I was an AMC with a heavy position and a long, I would have a stop loss right underneath 41. That's just me, though. BCTX, AJ post stuff. BCTX. Let's check it out. Be sure to hit the like button if you appreciate the breakdowns, everybody. Be sure to hit the like button if you appreciate the breakdowns. That lets me know. BCTX, penny stock, pump, dump, pump, dump. We just pumped, we just dumped. Are we pumping again? Watch today's low, 555, then it could break down. Today's high, 620. After that, look for some resistance at 7 if it can get above 620. If it breaks 5.5, look for it to just continue its continued downtrend. Forever. Not forever. There'll be some random pumps and dumps within there. Or maybe they change their... Yeah. Okay. Hope that helps you out, AJ post stuff. What about ETON? If I missed your ticker, just please repost it. It's just the way the chat moves. ETON, penny stock, bearish, massive gap down, selling off, spike the highs, pulled back. That's bearish. I would be looking lower on this name or just sideways. Let me know if you want me to look at anything specific, Noah. Do I think Disney is ripe for a breakout? It's coiling. It's not looking super bearish. It is making lower highs and lower lows, but in a longer term uptrend context, Disney's just a dud. I wouldn't mess with Disney. Not unless they get some volume. I would care more about volume on Disney than I would the pattern or the price as much. Parker needs treats. Like right meow. There's massive news with cancer cure breakthrough. Nice. The chart doesn't show it. I wish the chart showed it. Once the chart shows it, I'm all for it. I love holding stuff that benefits society and technology. Okay. VST. And yeah, if you can, just please tell me what do you want me to look at? Because I'm talking about day trade. I can talk about day trades, swing trades, investments. I don't know what your goals are with these stocks. They might be very different than mine. VST. We got higher lows. We got lower highs. We got a breakdown. Now we're just back testing that breakdown area. Look for VST to head lower down to 17. Probably headed to 0. 1950 is the next resistance after that. And by the way, I don't know anything about this fundamentally. I'm just going based off chart patterns that I've seen. There's SPY holding that zone pretty well. That zone's been there all week. Look for Google to break out as well. And other tech stuff. There's Facebook 332.70s. That was my original target this morning. I wonder what it did in that range. Ooh, broke the range bearish. Hit support. Broke about 332. Now at resistance, 333. Pull back. Oh, Noah, please don't spam the chat. UWMC for a swing trade? UW. I need to start marking when I break these down. No. Bearish. I think I warned of that today, or did I not? I don't remember what I said. I said something this morning. Better hope that that's a double bottom, I'd say. I wouldn't swing trade that, though. No. AYX. Please don't spam the chat, though. AYX. Bullish on the minute and the 5 minute. A little bit up there, though. Just had an hourly breakout. On the 4 hour, completely damaged, so this breakout's probably going to get faded or shorted. So, yeah, no. That one's dangerous. Ever since it broke 109, look at this chart. It's already charted out for you. Already charted out for you. We had a bear flag, a drop, lower high, lower low, sideways, breakdown, still sideways. Maybe it comes up and tests the top end of the range, but the underlying trends are down and against you. Loki just dropped and got good reviews, and they have movies set to drop soon. Not sure that will help with streaming income. It will. It will. I'm bullish Disney, by the way. I mean, let's say I'm sideways to bullish Disney. I don't think Disney rips, though. If it wanted to rip, it should have done it when I was in it over 200. I was loaded up on Disney calls, leap calls. They were all just killing it in the money, and I just watched them bleed. I mean, I had a plan. to just hold them out. I still have those leap calls. Rest in peace, those leap calls. TMUS, and Verizon long term, not my favorites for long term. They're a great short term place to park your cash for the dividends. I don't like T. I've been warning about T. There's T, small downtrend. Some other YouTubers are saying T is a oversold good deal. TMUS. TMUS says nice good breakout. Now pulling back. TMUS probably coming back into 143. I like TMUS better, but not at these prices. And yeah, cell phones carriers, nah. I'd rather just have one dominant force, or just not invest in them. I don't feel like they're innovative enough. Am I more bullish on oil or gold? More bullish oil short term, bullish on gold longer term. So GLD is more longer term, but both likely to go up in the short term. Oil, new highs each and every day. They bought the dip. Oh, look at that. Is that the inventory report or what? Thursday inventory report? I remember trading UWT and DWT all the time. Is GLTO open or halted? I need to do the slow mode. Halted. Can I check the hourly on DVX? Thank you, Derek. Thank you for specifying the time frame. I really appreciate that. DVAX. It just lets me know, like, hey, you put in a little more effort into what you want me to look at. On the hourly time frame, really good higher. Let's just grab this over here. Nice, good higher low pivot. You can draw some Fibonacci fans. And we got a nice good channel going. Hitting the top end of that channel right now. Do you see how it's kind of forming a tail candle at that high? So it's completely natural to pull back to the midpoint of the range, which would be about 936. Look to see if that support holds. If we look at the higher time frame, running into some resistance. So that's why I might be starting to struggle a little bit. If it does continue up, look for some more resistance at 987. If we can get above that, look for 1050. Get above that, the breakdown candle of 1080. And really, be careful. This thing was $3. It hates being up here. We're right at the midpoint of the range. I don't think there's an edge in DVAX. On the weekly, slight downtrend. I've seen more aggressive downtrends though, so not horrible. On the max time frame, could be better, could be worse. This one looks flat. This one looks neutral. Maybe you can wait for an all-time high breakout on this one, or at least creeping above 1250s on good volume, and it's not going parabolic where everybody's squawking about it. Because when everybody's squawking about it, that's usually when the move starts to be over. So I'd be careful on that. We need to think long-term on wireless carriers. Okay, well, there you go. I like to think long-term everywhere. And so if I'm going to think long-term everywhere, I like Google. Why is nobody talking about Google? It's ready to break out too. Okay. Meso hourly. How do I feel about SPCE? Annoyed that I took a small stop out, but it was the perfect trade to stop quickly in. Bought 36.79, stopped out right underneath 36.69. With slippage, that's minus 20 bucks. Saved myself so much more money. Saved myself like $200 or $300. What do I think of it? Where's it going? Backtesting the former breakout area. Look for SPC to probably head lower into 33.60s. If not, if it can hold support, look for a gap fill at 42.36. SPY's bullish. And then Meso hourly. First of all, daily downtrend. Hourly at resistance, but could pop. I don't know though. I wouldn't bet the gold on it or anything like that. I wouldn't bet the gold on it. So here comes Google. You gonna break out, Google, or are you just gonna stand there? VTNR. Penny stock was a lot cheaper yesterday, a lot more expensive today. Bullish flag at the highs, near the highs. I do like that. I don't like how this thing came from $1.65 and then in 3 days went up 567%. Most of the time, those things do get destroyed. Now, this could be one of those times where it doesn't get destroyed and it keeps going up. That's fine. Fibonacci. Heart the god of bullish red hammers. If you're trading it short term, have at it, but as a company, I wouldn't touch as an investment. Yeah. Squawk, squawk, squawk. Have calls tomorrow for IVR 4.5 strike, down 1,000 on it. Think I should hold my 170 calls, or is it eating you up? IVR 4.5 strike. No, that's a bear flag. I mean, you have a chance that it's going to be mapped out just by the options chain. 4.5 probability that we touch 4.5 by tomorrow is 77%. Probability that we close above it though is only 37%. So what this is saying is there's a greater than 65% chance. There's about a 64% chance that you're going to lose all of your money in that trade. Clove is going to bounce back next week. Wow, nice crystal ball. You want to share it? No signs of Clove bouncing yet. And a bear flag at the lows underneath support. Nasty. What should I buy right now to sell tomorrow? Nothing, Noah. If you have to ask that, it should be nothing. Because what if I'm not here? What if I tell you to buy something and it goes down? I would feel awful. I can tell you what I'm in, though. I'm in Google. And I've been in Google. And I will continue to be in Google as long as it continues to make me money. Nvidia ripping. Nice. Good. Yeah, look bullish. SQ is bullish. AMD was bullish. If the chip sector is bullish and we got tech ripping, there you go. 701s. How's it going, you guys? Did I not hit the algorithm today, this afternoon? Maybe everybody's watching some other streams or something like that. Man, I kind of want to do some Google calls. Give me a fill. Oh no, Google. Stop. Okay, well. There you go. They gave me that fill. Nice. How's it going, you guys? You just realized you should best in Moon that way. You have when Moon. Nice. GTU move is not moved in 4 minutes. I don't understand halts. Halts are when the stock got too volatile and they went a certain percentage in too short of time. Yeah, it's halted. All right, Google. It was a nice day outside. It's a nice day outside. You're watching my stream while I was walking outside. Nice. Jesus, what happened to IVR? I own that few years ago in the 20s, trading at sub 5. WTF? It happens to stocks. They don't always go up. Friday vibes. The wind is gone. And so I will be soon. Into the wild. Look at Cat. You want to squeeze his face? Me too. Don't you? Yeah, I want to squeeze his face too. I understand that urge. I'll just pet him. He enjoys being pat. Oh, there's GLTO unhalted, and there's Google ripping alongside with it. Google's only gone up $1, but GLTO's gone up $2. That's cool. Weenie people coming on here for the first time wondering why is this camera on a cat and why is the cat having a staring contest? I know. I know. The temptation to short Clove again is high. Oh, be careful. You can reload another time, Ben. I think you can get a better deal. I think you can get a better deal. Can I name a few 3-month investment stocks? So you're asking for swing trades, because that's not an investment really if you're going to hold for 3 months, that guy. So be sure to do a lot of research on swing trade analysis and focusing on that. Boeing, I do like Boeing for the next 3 months. I like Google for the next 3 months. I like Microsoft. I like tech, but I also, it's tough to predict kind of that 3-month thing. It might be easier to predict like a 1 minute type of move. Where do I think Neo is going from here? I don't think about where things go. I just react. Neo held support at 42.15. Tried to go long Neo today over 43. That trade didn't really do much, unfortunately, but we got lower highs at the same time we got higher lows. Neo, bullish above 43.30. And then bearish underneath 42.31. That's short term. And then you can see if it can test 40 again or not. Or something else. SPY throwing a hissy fit into the close, or at least into power hour. Is it more likely to sell off or go higher? You decide. AMC. Nadeem, go ahead and rewind on AMC. And watch my videos. Looks like AMC short term can come up to 47. I wouldn't count or bank on it though. The probabilities of the big squeeze that everybody's talking about is decreasing because it's getting away from those breakout points. Just tell them that the cat makes the trades. Weenie is just Parker's trading and talking vessel. It's true. It's true. Yeah, puts for Neo, Paper Hands does. Nice. I mean, it's kind of a 50-50 right now. It's having a doji day, so I wouldn't give it an edge to bearishness or an edge to bullishness. It just kind of is, you know? The SPY's kind of, SPY's a little bit nasty. AMC for 6/11, Nadeem asks. 6/11. I mean, what about it? Like, are you asking me? I don't think that's how it works, Nadeem. 6/11 is tomorrow. Probabilities that we touch 49 are 50%. On the downside, the probability that we touch 39 is 50%. Now, we could break out or break down from those levels. That's just something to think about as we go through. Was watching some of Matt Core's old stream. It's fascinating. Must watch for traders. I worry about his mental health. He has to be overwhelmed with all the recent attention. His life is a circus now. Yeah, I remember I said I was watching one of his streams and everybody in the stream is like, let's get more people in here. And then he's like, well, I think we've got enough people watching, don't you? I mean, we've got 36,000 people watching. Yeah. I don't have that problem. I can handle 100 of you guys. I would like to You've got to work up in your subs, I think. Puts for CCIV look better. Yeah, a little bit. You have AMC calls expiring tomorrow. Do I just sell them? Nadeem, I can't tell you what to do with your position, nor do I want to. What did you think about when you got into the trade? You know? Tesla dumping. Tesla's tanking the SPY and the overall market. AMC though, if you have calls for tomorrow, what's your strike price? That's also arbitrary because you have your strike price, you have your premium built in, you got your break even. If you've got a 40 strike call, okay, that might be worth holding. If you've got a 50 strike call, that might not be worth holding. If you've got a 46 strike call, anything out of the money, I would not want to be holding on AMC. Just like Google. Momo, Noah asks, please don't spam the chat. 15-day order flow delay by Citadel, absolutely criminal. I don't know about that. Let's see here. Momo, though. 1566. 1667. What about it? Day trade, swing trade, investment. Looks sideways to bearish, extended into resistance. There you go. Weenie, what's going on with Beyond? Beyond is selling off. Beyond wasn't the game plan to go long over 150. And I got a really good partial earlier in the week. 155, 156, 157. But Beyond Meat is part of the meme community. So Beyond now looks a little bit more bearish short term. We broke out of that pennant pattern on weak volume. So that means it just may not have as much conviction in that. 43 strike price. Okay, so you're just at the money. That's tough to say. If you want to risk it, if you don't want it to go to zero, I would pull out and cut my losses. If you don't mind it going to zero, then yeah, you can hold. Stratego says he turned his account from around 27K to over 540K in such a short period of time. Then he lost 340K in a few days. He's not selling. He wants to protect his brand. Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, he's probably making a bit more than 350K from YouTube streams. So he'll be fine. He'll be fine. Will his people be fine though? That's what I worry. Dean says ORPH. You can go ahead and rewind the stream. I broke it down. Lots of halts. And more halts to the downside. Look for that to halt to down. It's on everybody's attention after it's already up. You should think, oh man, everybody's attention's on it. Okay, I'm going to look elsewhere. That's what I encourage you to do. Facebook wanting to break that 338 high by 611. Fat chance. Fat chance. Actually, not a fat chance. It's a slimmer chance. There's only a 21% chance we touch 337.50. Yogesh says bear flag on Tesla. Let's check out Tesla. Yeah, a little bit of a bear flag. The market's selling off, but it's also in front of support. So that's kind of the crisscross. Market's selling off, but also at support. There you go. See, look at that. Market's selling off, but also at support. Do you see how that kind of works? Good lesson in that. It became a job and not as fun, so he decided to stop caring as much about that side and stick with what he likes and let it be what it'll be. Discord of the guy that does music reviews on YouTube. His channel blew up and he started getting carried away with success and stressed over something he enjoyed doing. Yeah, it's true. It's true. You don't want that to happen. That's for sure. What an ugly day for Cat, Joseph says. Ethereum Ethereum, crypto's in a bear market, so look for slightly lower prices short term. I do like Ethereum long term if everything that people tell me about it is true. I haven't gotten into deep depth on crypto though, so I'm not your crypto expert or guru to talk to. Don't ever call me a guru. It sounds like a villain. Crowd is starting to recover, and this could be a multi-day move. Nice, Andrew. It could be, or it could just flop back down because it's SPY. But yeah, that looks bullish. 229. People were asking me about crowd earlier. Look at that trend line right there. Support, 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 support. Kind of support. Breakout. Has a little bit of room on crowd up to 230.47. After that, we got a lot of space up to 236. 236. Oh yeah, no problem, Dean. BTU bear flag, or I'm just reading that wrong. That guy, tell me what time frame you're looking at, because I'm not gonna sort through all the time frames to find that bear flag. Plus, I already broken down BTU 3 times. Think it helps that you build relationships with us too, because then you got our support for when even things go wrong. Whereas the people that are just far more viewers don't really have trust. Yeah. Yeah, they don't have trust for their people. I mean, how could you? How could you? Zero hedge. Losses for Melvin Capital and Light Street Capital total about 6 billion since the start of May. They never covered. Oops. I'm in the new world here. Do you like the chart on gray? Seahawks asks. Gray. Gray. No. When a stock drops 90% or 80% plus, it's usually done. Usually done for good. Done for good. Did Clove find a bottom? I remember shorting Clove when it was down at 7 and stuff earlier. Probably not. Probably going to fill at least the first gap down at 12, but it might take a couple of weeks. It might be done short term on Clove. So that's something to think about. Hello from Toronto. Well, welcome from Toronto. IQ Micro. I love Canada. I love the world. I love the US. I love the UK. I love everywhere. Uh-oh, GME. Well, yeah, did it? Yeah, it's still breaking down. There's no signs of bullishness on this thing. No signs of bullishness. In fact, flip GME's chart upside down and you have Google's chart. A lot of nasty pullbacks in the market. Weenie, you gonna swing your Google calls? Yeah. It's much smaller size than when I initially started. So my size now on Google. Well, I mean, I do have Google calls that expire in a few weeks. Actually, let's check. I'm actually curious. I need to keep an eye on my Robinhood account. Not just a little bit, not too much of an eye. But Google right over here, 2440/2445 call debit spread, expiring tomorrow. Then I've got Google 2440, 2450. That's up 25%. And then we got 2440s, 2445s. The risk to reward for me, in my mind, is to hold. Just like yesterday. There's GameStop dumping, breaking that bear flag to the downside. No problem, Seahawk. GME is looking rough. Well, yeah. Well, who said to buy GME? The time to buy GME It was on the breakouts. You know, 175. The time to buy GME is 203. The time to buy GME is 262. The time to sell GME is before earnings, where the riskiest parts can happen before earnings, or or at least after earnings. So now GameStop flushing. People are realizing, oh wait, like. How do we donate to your PayPal link so Google doesn't get 35%? Oh, I appreciate that. It should be through this. Let me post the link in the chat right here. And you also appear on stream as well. So I appreciate that. Weenie, which stock are you looking at for a swing? Like a 1 week time frame? Aaron, I'm not here to give like trade alerts or call outs. Your position will be very different than my position. Generally, you don't look for swing trades. You're kind of, a swing trade is a morphed day trade. But I can tell you I'm long Google and still long Google and will continue to be long Google until I see signs or signal of a trend change. Got my 2 GME calls with only a $10 loss. Wow. That's awesome, Alan. I mean, yeah, I just want to save you some money, you know? Just be careful on GME. It is a little bit outside its expected move. And remember, just like when a stock goes parabolic and starts to go straight up, once a stock starts to go parabolic to the downside, it can find a decent rally. So if GameStop gaps down, look for a potential good rally. If it gaps up, look for it as a shorting opportunity or just a chance to get out of your longs. Potentially. This is all potential. When trying to claw back, is Wendy's above 30? If not, it's just a lower high pivot. No, yeah, Wendy's rip. No buyers. They're like, well, okay, we're down 20%. Maybe now's the good deal. AMC, why down? Did somebody tell you that AMC was going to go up indefinitely, Trisha? I'm sorry if somebody did. But also, it's still more bearish than bullish. It's trying so hard to go higher, but can't. HTZQ, know anything on Hertz? Weren't they bankrupt? Aren't they done? Should I buy Cisco? No, because if you ever have to ask somebody if you should buy something, you definitely should not buy it. But Cisco's okay if you're asking me in terms of my fundamental analysis on Cisco. It's okay. Pays an okay dividend. Nice good move higher today. Why are you buying it now? Because it's up though? I like how you're focusing on winners, but how much risk to reward is there in Cisco? For what? A day trade, swing trader investment. That guy says, let's say someone has 5 figures in their bank account. Wink, wink. Nice. What stock would you put it in as a bank account and have no worries and collect dividends? You can't. You can never put something in the market and have no worries. So, nothing. Look at some ETFs. Look at your favorite dividend stocks. I like Target. Coke is okay. I like Microsoft. I like Apple. Apple has a lot of cash, but you also get paid dividends better than a savings account, but you run that risk. You knew from Cape Coral, Florida. Good stuff. Oh, thank you so much, Bob. I really appreciate that. RMED looking bearish. Nice, Nadeem. Nice. VIX down 9%. Will there be follow through? Will there be a follow through tomorrow? Oh, I can't predict anything, Louis. But VIX, there's no signs of it. Maybe it gets a small little kickback rally. There's no signs of it going up or down. You know, no signs whatsoever. Cisco day trade. I know, right? You got that joke. How do I know when to buy then? Never stop grinding? We never know for sure when to buy as traders. That's why we have stop losses and risk management. I teach all about this in my course. You don't have to take it. Hang out here, check out the live stuff. But make sure that you are self-sufficient. Weenie, love you, man. But you sound ill this afternoon? Oh, I don't know. Or maybe it's the type of questions. I don't know. I don't feel bad. My eating schedule's a little bit weird from fasting. It's holding 55.01. Nice. You can buy at support or a break of resistance. HTZQ, yes, they're coming out of bankruptcy chapter 11 at the end of June. Check it out, Hertz. HTZGQ. HTZGQ. Yeah, chart actually looks decently bullish. It's a little bit extended though. Remember, this was 41 cents. How many people are in from 41 cents and are going to start taking their profits? They're going to start taking their profits probably when they're up thousands of %. So, I mean, it's curling. I like it. It's curling. I'm not saying it won't break out. Look for it to potentially break out if it can get some volume and get above 7. Otherwise, meh. I'd be careful. Damaged weekly chart as usual. Look at DeFi crypto for best dividend returns. Nice, Cedric. My rocket call not looking good for tomorrow. Yeah, Moises. I'm sorry if you're rocket RKT. Probably not the best. People have gotten burned quite a bit on rocket. How's it going, Parker? How's it going? You sold an NVIDIA call spreads? I'm holding an NVIDIA put credit spread, I believe. Let's check it out. NVDA. My calls expired last week. NVIDIA put credit spread. Selling the 700 put, buying the 6750 put. Cisco still holding carpool. So sounds like gambling. You know what's gambling? What sounds like gambling? Never stop grinding. Be more specific. What do you mean maybe you should? What are you talking about, Cambo? Maybe I should just do crime instead? Are you're joking with me, right? What's going on? Okay, let's check out Enron. Is that the ticker symbol for a short-term investment, short squeeze dividend? Oh yeah, here's Google. Let's go. Get cooking. Let's get the breakout. There's SPY trying to hold support. Here's Google, $1, half a dollar away from all-time highs. Leaving your house in the morning is gambling. Us just living is gambling. All right, Googs, here we go. Here comes the all-time high breakout. We gonna do it? Or are you trying to escape, Parker? You're trying to escape? Go escape. Okay, good. Ween was a joke. Honestly, sometimes I don't know if it is a joke or not. Sometimes. Okay, Google. $1 away from all-time highs. Let's get it going. Burn. Oh, my Google is going. Sorry, I didn't understand. Burned on rocket. Who would do that? Hides under desk. It's okay, Ryan. It happens. I can tell you I was burned on Google earlier this week. I was burned. What was I burned on? I was burned on AMC a few times and some nasty false breakouts. It happens. We get burned. We all get burned sometimes. Really, Google? You just gonna not make new all-time highs? I got 40 minutes. I'll wait. Do I do this full time? Yeah, I do. I stream and trade full time. I'm not the best trader in the world. I never claimed to be, but I'm certainly not the worst trader in the world. I'll tell you that. What can I do for you? Never stop grinding. Are you new? Is this your first time here? Welcome, by the way, if you are. BP price for next month. I am bullish BP. BP. But short term looks a little bit naughty. 27 looks to be the next support. Hope that holds. Otherwise, no red flags on BP. Has room up to that 30. I think I've been saying that for quite a few weeks, even ever since 22s. Not the best weekly chart, though, that's for sure. Not the best weekly chart. There might be a lot of overhead bag holders looking to get out. What's up, Parker? Since I learned how much Goog takes. Been at this for a long time. Ready to jump out a window. Oh, what do you mean ready to jump out of a window? Never stop grinding. Are you okay? No, remember, your life is always more valuable than any amount of money. What do I think of the meme stock crash? Rara asks. What about it? It's pretty normal. It's like most stocks that go up way too much too fast. It's a pump and dump. And with pump and dumps, they have massive volatility in the middle. Here, now you can look at me as Parker leaves. Hello. Greetings, citizens. But what do I think of the meme stock crash? You know, it happens. There's AMC dropping still. I've been talking about AMC. I've made tons of videos, and if you just found the channel, I'm glad you found the channel now rather than later. But yeah, the meme stocks, I'd be careful on them. They're like as most people say, valuations do catch up. And I hate talking about bearishness as it's already. I'm not here to kick it while it's down at all. I'm just saying this was warned earlier up here. Thanks whoever called out crowd. Andrew Ditter did. Call up 25% on calls in less than 20 minutes. I love it. 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 Why? Oh, okay. Why is your Google chart price different than mine? Are you looking at GOOG instead of GOOGL? Could be a difference between Class A and Class B. When all you do is sit here, all you want is success in this. Yeah, we tend to want to be very successful in the things that we do. And so there's massive cognitive dissonance if we don't get that. So that is something to think about. SPY's still selling and Google has not held back. I love it. Do we see Clove hitting 12 tomorrow? What do you see on Clove? Still a bear flag. Probably. There's support at 1330, so that could be another area of support. GME and AMC, question mark. GME, still down. Now a little bit of a hammer candle. Could get a little kickback rally up to 220. There is massive opportunity for volatility in these, both to the upside and to the downside. At this point, watching AMC like a hawk in the market, every action is overreaction. That's true. I will agree with that. Oh yeah, no problem, Cedric. Yeah, Andrew Ditter is you. Yeah. Michael Marshall, good to see you. Never stop grinding says that's great to hear. You waste your time sitting here all day trying to figure out how to be profitable. It makes you hate yourself. Oh, don't let it hate yourself. Have you gotten an education? Have you gotten either have you tried courses and stuff? What have you tried and not tried? Are you tracking your trades? What's going on? I want nothing but success for each and every one of you. And so it's doing the really hard stuff that nobody else wants to do. That's what's going to make you profitable. What's the difference between Class A and Class B in Google and Berkshire? Voting rights, I believe. Here we go, Google. All-time highs. Let's go. 1 penny away. Let's get it going. IV is not spiking on these options. Very interesting. All I see in the courses are scams. Oh, I'm sorry. You must. I feel really bad that you've been lied and misled to. Man, what courses do you think were scams? So that way you can tell people and warn people. There's so many courses telling you this is wrong, and they have another course saying this is right. Oh, you might like my course where I say it's very flexible, and you find what works best for you. Because I have no hard cut this, hard cut that like others may have. There's no such thing as a silly question, but I must say there are a lot of silly questions here. It's okay, you don't know what you don't know. You're a trained weenie, Michael Marshall. You've looked at so many? Nice. Which ones have you looked at? You know how to read the tape? Me too. But you find yourself reading the tape and not doing anything? Sometimes reading the tape and not doing anything is part of trading. You know, patiently waiting for that trade. Any good book recommendations for an absolute noob? Nice. Yeah, so we have, first of all, books, they're great. I don't think they'll ever hurt. Nobody was ever hurt from reading a book. That's not the right one. Nobody was ever hurt in trading from reading a trading book. The real stuff comes from, here, this is under frequently asked questions in the Discord. Frequently asked questions. Books. Actually, I'm reading right now No Excuses by Brian Tracy. I think that's a really good one. But I think that would be more beneficial further along your trading career. Warrior Trading, Raiders. Yeah, Warrior Trading, it's probably not the best for beginners. That's for sure. But yeah, Danny, reminiscence of a stock operator. That's going to get you out what it feels like to be in the markets. Trading in the zone, trading for a living. The usuals. Check those out. No Excuses by Brian Tracy. Check that out. And I agree, Derek. Not everyone can handle active trading. I recommend investing instead of active trading. Active trading will put a few gray hairs on you. You tried Sykes? Okay. Nice. How does SOL look on the 1 day, sir? So out of luck. SOL. Bearish. Especially on the 5 minute. Bearish on the daily. Inverted hammer. Look for that to head lower. Probably down to 890. And then there's some more support at 837. So check that out on SOL. So out of luck? Probably. Nice good pump in the morning, and then they dump it in the afternoon. They gave both people chances, both groups chances to make money. They gave the bulls a chance to make money in the morning, and they gave the bears a chance to make money at least on a bear flag. A nice good bear flag underneath 960. Nice good 4% drop right there. Oh, yeah, no problem, Danny. Ever heard about paper cuts, Weenie? People get hurt reading a book all the time. Oh, I love that, Miro. I love that, Miro. You like how Sykes has his group, but you don't know? Yeah, it's good to have a group. You also get groups in Weenie Trades as well. Are the meme stocks in free fall? They're a little bit in free fall. There's SPY selling off into the close. Nasty, nasty, wicked reversal. So made lower lows on SPY. Nasty. Yeah, I like that. Day trading is great for flexing or clenching your butt muscles. It's true. And it broke. Microsoft testing the lows? No way. Is actually Microsoft testing the lows? Oh no, Microsoft isn't testing the lows. Microsoft testing the lows of consolidation. Not a lot of conviction here. We'll see. Following the SPY down. Do active traders mainly use the daily chart to spot entries? I usually do. Yep, I do like the daily chart for spotting entries. I use all time frames though, because you can't just look at one time frame. But yeah, the daily chart for mostly, well, actually, active traders, they use the daily chart as their reference. They use the daily chart as like the range at which they have to work with. And then you zoom in and look for tighter ranges. So for example, on the daily chart on SPY, if we get above 423, okay, we have room up to 424, 425, call it. But zoom in a little bit, you know, okay, we can see some finer areas for tighter entry points. Yeah, it depends. I mean, if you trade off the 1 minute, you know, if you're trading, it depends on what time frame you're looking at, and then the smaller time frames are to get more precise entries, and the higher time frames are for conviction and for the general trend. There's a lot that goes into it, of course, though. Every entry is different. Every stock is different. You appreciate the feel, man. This is awesome because you're literally about to quit the stocks. Don't quit. Just paper trade. De-risk. If you haven't been making money or you've been losing money, be sure to just take a step back and cool it. Paper trade, hang out, ask questions. I'm glad you're feeling better here. Never stop grinding. We don't want anybody to ever feel bad. And welcome, by the way, if you're new. Double Hoff 105 Hoff says, buy the dip. You have 2 stock screens with level 2 screens. Is that a bad idea? 2 stock screens with level 2 screens. It's not a bad idea. What do you mean a bad idea? A scanner for stocks is really helpful. Yeah, I don't even scan for stocks. I just trade the same boring stuff over and over again. It's pretty lame. Microsoft, Google, Mara, Snow, all this stuff. Airbnb now has a good day. 141. Baba. You know, I just trade the same stuff over and over and over again. There's Beyond curling on over. There's AMC kind of flopping around. GameStop, nice good kickback rally to where? I said GameStop could get to 200. Right there from the 211. There you go. There's 221. Went a little bit higher than I thought it would. Now at resistance, now selling off. We got SPY selling off. SPY just given an EQ. So we have our high of the bounce, low, lower high. We're scouting for a higher low, hopefully above 423. If SPY closes above 423, it is more likely to gap up than gap down. There's so many people out here that just don't care and it's sad. Oh. MVIS bounce back. Nice. I hope to be a good person. Never stop grinding. The character will show. Go ask people here. I wasn't telling people to buy AMC and other stocks no matter what because I care about their accounts. Yeah, I like trading the same stocks. You learn their patterns over time. Exactly. Like, oh yeah, I completely agree. How's it going, everybody? Appreciate y'all hanging out. Charlie says the meme stocks are dying. Yes. Weenie doesn't encourage foolishness. That doesn't mean that I'm immune or don't always do something foolish. Sometimes I do foolish things. I oversize. I overtrade. It happens. Oh, thank you for the haircut, Tash. Welcome. The Dr. J says, New Year, do you trade live every day? Can I talk a little bit about my strategy? My strategy is everything. Day trade, swing trade, invest. You name it. You name it. Today, the big day was Google. You know, I like trading options when I think there's opportunity. Otherwise, it's just small share size and trades to see if I can wiggle in. I like to add risk as the probabilities move in my favor. So if I see a bullish pattern, I like to add more size. If something's going against me, I like to cut it pretty much immediately. And then I just try to ride it. But yeah, I have a lot of different strategies, Dr. J. Go ahead and watch any of my other live streams. Go ahead. I leave them up for replay. You can actually learn a lot. I break down stocks pretty much all day. Sometimes I hit the algorithm, sometimes I don't. But you can see it all. You can see all the live trading. You can see each of the fills. You can see, let's see here. You can see where I'm making money, where I'm losing money. You see my long-term investment? Sure thing. Sure thing. I also have a video on it, so subscribe to Weenie Trades LLC if you want to check that out. This is the Shenanigans channel where I just post hodgepodge stuff. Obviously, it doesn't grow as much because I post what I want, but that's going to keep longevity for me. I would love to just do clickbait stuff and talk about AMC each and every day. It's just not meant to be. I don't want to talk about AMC every day. There's so many other stocks. But yeah, let's what I mean by that is check this out. I show I have like 3 videos on my long-term investments. Long-term investing is kind of boring because it's pretty much the same all the time. It's like, okay, well, I'll check back in a few years. But let's see here. Let me log into M1 Finance is my main investing one. And I also have Acorns, which is more so a, you know, Weenie keep talking about AMC. Weenie trailing up at stop is one of my best moves. Yeah, I really keep the risk on my trades really small. But yeah, here's my investments right here. Just one of my investment accounts. I do have some shares in Robinhood, but it's of the same stocks. I also have Acorns. What else do I have? I feel like I have one more account. I really put I have tons of little baskets of money. But here's my M1 Finance portfolio, and my main holding is Google. I'm gonna stand. If I'm gonna say I like Google, I better be in Google. I'm in Google. I like Nvidia. Nvidia's doing well. ARKG, I know, I understand that its cash flows may not be good short term. So short term, I don't expect a lot of returns from that. I do think I'm waiting to lean into that one. I do like the genomic sector of ARK. I like the Qs. I'm not the most diversified portfolio, but I want to have, I have a comfortable amount. I like IIPR. That's a dividend one. MJ exposure. A little bit of ARK. An ETF, ultra aggressive. That's just an ETF with M1 Finance. It's got like SPY in it. Real estate. Might add to that real estate ETF. I'm starting to like the real estate ETFs more. A little bit of Disney, a little bit of Tesla. Pretty much boring stuff. A little bit of PLTR, a little bit of Sony, Berkshire, and then a few more ETFs. So investing is more so a little bit ETF heavy, and then a few high conviction stocks. Anything less, I'm not even gonna, I want to feel so comfortable in it that I just don't even have to look at the chart or care about it. For the love of God, please don't do that. I know, Charlie, be evil. So pissed about CLNE. CLNE? Why are you pissed about it? Did you not short it, or did you not take profits on your long? Because it didn't look really that bullish. It's nearing support. We made a lower low and found some support, but now we're already showing an hourly tail candle. That could be a little bit naughty. Baskets of money, life goal. Good to see you, Edgar. IPR, nice pick. Yeah. Ween, is that the dip for Diz? On what time frame? Day trade, swing trade, investment? What we talking here? Diz? Disney? Breakout, pull back. No, I wouldn't buy that dip for Disney. For what? Comfortable in ARK, you should not feel comfortable. Not as my main holding, Charlie. I don't feel comfortable in ARK as my main holding. A small portion. Basically, I am prepared for this to drop 50% in ARK. But in 10 to 20 to 30 years, I'm prepared for 1,000%. Maybe, if I'm really lucky. Maybe it's an investment that goes to zero. I'm ready for that. Charlie, for your reference, Charlie's bearish ARK. With good reasons and very good logic. Kathy might be a pumper. I do agree with Kathy, though. In 10 to 20 to 30 years, it'll be gone. It could be. That is a very good chance. Not a very good chance. It's I'd say it's about 50-50 if you ask me. Mr. Unstoppable says, would you sell CLNE at a $400 loss? Your position has nothing to do with whether it's likely to go up or down. So basically, you're asking if it's going higher or lower. It could go higher from here, so you'd want to place a stop loss. Remember, we don't want to be trading in the market. We don't want to be trading in the market unless we have stop losses. So 1069 might want to be your stop. I don't know. I'm not here to tell you or give you stops, though. If it gets a kickback rally, it has room up to 1164. So there's the SPY pulling back sharply. Still, just kind of rolling over slowly. What do I think about short selling ape stocks? I don't like swing trading short. If I do, it's going to be with put options, and that's not really going to affect the shares. Short selling is great because it creates natural buying. It creates forced buying. So what do I think about short selling them? Also, I think you're late to the party of short selling them. I mean, on Clove, the people that were warned about the rip and dip when it was at 28, shorted Clove, they made some good money. Or at least ones that took profits on Clove. Even if they took profits on Clove at 24 and 23, they're still happy. I think it's a little bit late to be shorting them. It's like you're late to the short party, you know? God, I tell you, Charlie says. Tell Parker I'm back. Parker's just licking himself. Here he is. 15 minutes until the bell. Short selling also reduces the price. So it allows people to buy for a cheaper price. Yeah, it creates a balanced market. It helps with price discovery. Now, over shorting something when it's already at lows and it's way undervalued, now that's ridiculous. That's kind of evil. It's like you're driving it to bankruptcy, right? Well, if that's evil, shorting something when it's really low and it was shorted and got negative press coverage into bankruptcy, if that's evil, well, isn't an overvalued stock that's being bought at all-time highs really high, isn't that also evil then? Because then you're trapping a ton of people in at a really high price. You're just looking, nah, thanks. I'm just looking for information. Subscribe. Oh, thanks, Mr. Unstoppable. No problem. Let me know if there's anything else I can do for you. The gold mining stocks, like the inflation moves, moved up slowly all day. That GLTO pump and dump, though. GLTO. Yeah, pump and dump. That's why, and such bad liquidity, too. The gold mining stocks, like the inflation news, moved up slowly all day. I know, I saw that, Stratego. I saw that. That was good. You lost 230 but earned 500 after a while. Nice, Thark. Logesh, can we listen to a live chat and trade with you and Weenie in the future? Yes, you can, Rosie. Yogesh says, not technically evil. The person shorting is taking incredibly high risk. So if it squeezes, he takes massive risk. It's true. It's true. There's risk to both sides. There's risk to both sides in everything that we're doing. Good to see you, Sri. I did say JNUG was won when someone asked yesterday. You did, Charlie. I thought JNUG was done, but it's not. It's still, I guess it's still going. Yeah, slow climb up. JNUG. I like options. Put credit spreads on GLD. Put credit spreads on that. That's usually good. You can just sell the midway 50 strike. The 50% strike. On a $1 wide spread or something like that. Bank stocks are invested worldwide, steady 10% share price year over year, and 3 to 5% dividends that you can reinvest back for compounding. Nice, Derek. Thanks for that list. RBC, TD, BMO, and NA. Check them out. Do your due diligence. Appreciation and dividends. Can I check if this is a good stock for a swing trade? T-Must? No, it is not, Sri. No. So you'd want to wait for a pullback back to support, which would be around 143. Or at least try for 145. So 145, 143, call it. Alternatively short with options if the liquidity is there. Where's eBay's resistance for the daily? Great question. eBay, next resistance for the daily. Oh, is this all-time highs? This is all-time highs. There is no resistance for eBay. That's great. That's what I'm looking for on Googs tomorrow. I love it. eBay. Good stuff. Good stuff. Breakout, pull back, holding support. BA bull flag, nice. Core. Treat yourself to something nice, Alan. Yeah, eBay, I mean, the next resistance is 67. If it gets above if it holds hourly above 66.79, look for that to break out again. What if Warren Buffett used short selling instead of long-term investments? He would probably not be Warren Buffett. He would be getting clapped, I bet. Warren Buffett would not be Warren Buffett if he just shorted stocks. Warren Buffett shows you the power of time in your investments. He also may have been a little bit lucky getting in on some of these stocks really early, too, before the mania. But, you know, I'm not here to say Warren Buffett got lucky, by the way. He worked hard. He studied up companies. He owns good companies at good deals. So, I think shorting is just like something you should do if it's an obvious setup intraday and it's like, it's obvious. And, you know, you can use it to hedge something else. Like sometimes I like to think, okay, what's my favorite longs for the day? Favorite shorts? Does Wish seem bullish for a swing trade? Dan Crinch, I'm not even going to look at the chart. I'm going to say no. Probably no. WISH, Wish. No. There's support at 927 though. There's a good Buffett documentary on Amazon Prime, FYI. Oh, that sounds like some fun. Maybe I should watch that. Maybe I should do a stream and watch a Buffett documentary and just read the chat as we're all watching it. That's what other YouTubers are doing. They're doing the reaction content. Warren earned 99% of the wealth over 50 years old. Compound interest. Puts on Warren Buffett's life expectancy. Buying 5-year put leaps. Put leaps are one of the worst things to do as well. Because you just got decay and you're just waiting for something to tank. Alan says you're looking for an overnight trade. Anything looking good? I can't tell you where to buy or where to sell. I can show you what I'm doing. I'm still long Google. Nothing has changed on Google for me. I'm leaning into that one. If Google is red tomorrow, I will likely be red tomorrow. ORPH, damn, that was brutal today. I warned of it. I know. ORPH. Oh, look at that. I said at 77 when he halted, I was like, watch out. This thing might open up at 30. ORPH opened up at 20. Oh, wrecked. GME dumped. Well, didn't we say it was gonna? Yeah. GME from 211 up to 220. Right back down to 211.84. Bulls put their stop beneath that low. The ones that nailed that low wick. That's killing it. Google is too expensive. Really? Google's too expensive? Well, how am I riding it with just $100? That doesn't make any sense. Google's too expensive, my ass. I spent $106 on this trade. Right now it's worth $145. You kidding me? Options. And option spreads. Understand your max risk, max profit. I'm not telling you to jump into a new asset class. I'm not telling you guys to trade. I'm just saying this is what it looks best suited for me. How do I see GME for tomorrow, Weenie? GME oversold, so I wouldn't be surprised if there's a kickback rally, potentially to 240. So, potential kickback rally on GameStop to 240. Otherwise, if it breaks out, if it's holding underneath 211, look for 200 and 190, 180 real quick. What is Parker sleeping on? Just my sweatshirt. Just my sweatshirt. We got 6 minutes until the close. One can also buy fractional shares on Google if it's too much. Yep. Yep, fractional shares on Googs. I think I heard you say you can buy a quarter of a share trying on TD and can't figure it out. I've never done it on TD, but you can do it on Robinhood. Alan? If you can't do Google, don't try to do Google. Plus, your trade is different than my trade. I'm in Google from 2400. So that's a different trade than buying Google at all-time highs. What about ORPH? Yeah, I broke down ORPH 3 times. You can rewind the stream. There's nothing to break down. Many halts, lots of whips, lots of nastiness. I'd be very, 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 very careful. $4.3. ORPH broke it. Michael Marshall, that's such a good joke. ORPH broke itself down. Yes, that's the way to describe it. ORPH broke itself down. Bryce, look at this. The volume and the halts. You could have made 1,400% on your money. But there's no real buyable setups besides over 13 and then halted. It just spent its day being halted. That's how it chose its life. To be halted each and every day.
Is ORF another meme stock?
I don't know.
What is it?
But it's dead. If I was in it, I would get out. I hope nobody's in this, though. Here comes Google. New all-time highs into the close with 4 minutes left. Is SPY going to pump it or what? Let's go, Googs. Let's go. There we go. New all-time highs on Google. Let's get going. Aw, how lame. Okay, there. I was about to say, I was like, what? Now give me the fill. There we go. 3470s. There we go. Squeeze for me. Googs. 4.8. Little one more squeeze should give the fill. There we go. 24, 34, 36. Or is there going to be a little bit of a pullback? Yep, that was it. A little bit of a pullback. Huh. 4.8, 4.6. I got 3 minutes.
You trading?
I'm still long on Google, Bryce. It's still just ripping. I mean, and there's no reason to sell.
Parker, I'm
Go Google. It's your birthday.
I don't have anything for you.
No stop loss allowed on fractional shares in Robinhood. Luckily, though, a fractional share of Google shouldn't be too much to handle or not handle. Oh, man, are they going to flood into this thing? I hope they do. The IV is starting to go up. We'll see. Look at that. So 60%. Maybe I do take some profits. There we go. This is what I'm looking for.
Keep Parker giving you the side.
There's 235 on Googs.
Parker.
236 looking for. 2 minutes to go.
Get the camera. Parker's like, no. Don't want to look at the camera.
Let's go. Give me that fill. One more push. Nope. That's it. Well, maybe not. No, I won't give me that fill. Very interesting. That's okay. I'll just swing trade it.
Parker just made eye contact with me for a solid
Did
10
he?
seconds.
Nice.
Yeah, I just stared into his eyes. He's probably like, where are the treats?
Oh. Oh man, just got filled because Google's slamming higher now in the last few seconds. Should have just left that order in there. Oh well. That's fine. That's pretty lame though. Nice good move there on Google. I'll take it. Bye bye Google. First eye contact in 15 years.
I wouldn't say it was his first.
Amazing to see this $2,400 stock move a single dollar. I know, I need to stop harping about it. Who gives a shit, right?
Parker one time made eye contact with me when I think he was hungry and he looked really upset. He just like stared at me for a good 30 seconds. Kind of scared me a bit.
He's just staring at me.
This eye contact was much nicer. I don't know.
Yeah. I gotta go to the bathroom. I gotta pee. I'll be right back.
I'll be right back. But the market is closed. Oh, wait. How do I close the stream? Do I just stop streaming? Should we stop streaming? What do you think, Parker? Should we let these people go? Yes, enjoy the rest of your day to Dan Critch. Stop telling me sitting is cool, Nightbot. But yes. Goodbye, Bubbles. Goodbye. Goodbye, everyone. I'll close the stream down. See ya, Dan. Let's get ready for Friday.
Oh, I'm gonna say goodbye.
Oh,
Goodbye, everyone. Much love. Bye.
Parker, wait.
Love you.
Bye.
Yay, bye. Shout out to Yogesh in the end. Appreciate you all. Thank you for hanging out.
Cheerio.
Let's see you guys.
See ya.
Nice job, Chris Miller. That's good stuff. Bye, Alan. Bye, Rosie. Bye, Mr. Zillisalt. Bye, Keller. Bye, Charlie. Bye, Dan Crinch. Bye, Bubbles. Bye, Honda Moose. Bye, Ben W. Bye,
Yes.
Scott. Bye from the old duck. Hey, Naomi. Bye, Naomi. Take care. And I'll leave it on that.